friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm Christina, and today I'm gonna take you along with me to one of my favorite stores, HomeGoods. I'm gonna show you items that I love to buy and search for at HomeGoods, as well as some furniture and home decor items I would just pass on if I were you. So come along with me and let's see what treasures we can find today. I'm so excited I finally have a HomeGoods close to my house. This one recently opened up and it's only about 3 miles from my house, because the best way to find amazing deals at HomeGoods is to be able to go, once a week, once every 2 weeks, because they're constantly getting new things in. They don't have a lot of the same things, so you are definitely hunting for treasure. So the more you can go, the better luck you're going to have finding something amazing. All these chairs have already found a home. They're beautiful. I think people made great selections. They're waiting to be picked up. The first aisle I'm going to hit up for buy this, not that, is the decor section. And the number one thing I love getting from HomeGoods are vessels like these. I tend to lean towards these minimalistic, more organic looking ones, and this is a great price for this, $17. You can use these a number of ways. You can put some greenery in them, or just put them on a shelf simply as is, or even on an entryway table. This one I like a lot. It reminds me of ones that I've seen on West Elm or Pottery Barn, and again, it's only $17. And this one to me looks even more handmade, which I love, that it doesn't look like you're getting something that's store-bought. It has a lot of interest and texture to it. This one caught my eye as well. It has lots of beautiful texture on it. It's natural stone, so it was really heavy and substantial and seems really expensive and nice. And you are going to pay for that luxury. This one was priced at 40 bucks. That's definitely a higher price point than the other vases, but this is actually made out of travertine, which is a high-end material, so this was a good find. I also really liked the texture on this one. The long neck is throwing me off a little bit, but if you had like a really big space, you wanted to put this in a foyer or a grand room, I think putting some florals in here would be really dramatic and cool. But a bigger vessel like this is going to come with a bigger price tag, and this one was priced at $50. Now let's take a look at some of the vessels I would pass on if I were you. Now this one, I love the shape of it, but they have gone way too far in trying to make this look antique, and it just looks really unnatural. The yellowing in it and the flecks just look really forced, and I'm just not a fan of this one. This is another one I would pass on. I love the terracotta look and the color, but I could do without the white distressing as well as all the little flecks on here. Another item that I would buy are their little trays that they have. They had some great options at my HomeGoods. I love this one with the scalloping detail and the grass cloth covering. And this texture is really going to help it stand out if you're layering neutrals, and it's perfect to put little trays like this on coffee tables or on entryway tables and stack books or little trinkets in it. And this one was a great price at $25. I'm also a fan of this burlwood option. I love the detailing on it, and the high lacquer shine is really pretty and unique. I think burlwood gives your home a really high-end look, so this is a great price for a piece like this at $25. Another item I would encourage you to buy at HomeGoods are coffee table books. They have a great selection. They're always priced really well. And a little trick for you is you want to be able to pull off the jacket like this. Look at how beautiful and neutral this book is. These are great stacked on a coffee table, on bookshelves. I love having books kind of like all over the house. And the bonus of it is that this book is beautiful, and it's going to give you great tips for decorating your home. $20 for a book like this that is going to have decorating insight in it as well as make it beautiful to decorate around your home is definitely well worth it. I also really liked this one. It had plastic wrap on it, but I could tell that the jacket comes off of this one and the color underneath was green, so that would also be a beautiful book to stack around and style in your house. I would not buy a book like this. This one is cute. It's French Country Cottage. It has really great content on the inside, but it does not have a jacket. So this is just really too busy, in my opinion, to decorate with. So look for ones that have a jacket that you can remove. The last item in this section that I would encourage you buying at HomeGoods are boxes like this. Not only are they beautiful to decorate with, but you can store remotes in here, keys, hide things away out of sight. I'm kind of bummed these were the only two they had in this section this time, but they normally have a bunch of different styles to choose from. All right, let's move on to our next would buy item, and that would be floor length mirrors. They always have a great selection at HomeGood of mirrors. They've got different finishes. I really loved this black one with the arch top. Now, when you're looking for mirrors like this, they are still going to be pretty expensive. There's not a huge price break like if you were going to buy this on Amazon or Home Depot or somewhere else, but I love that I can look at them in person because sometimes a frame on a mirror can be really chintzy. So this gives you a good opportunity to pick out a nice metal one. I loved this one here. The detailing on it is so pretty, but you're going to pay an extra price for that. This one clocks in at $300, but it was the biggest mirror in the store. If you want to go a little bit smaller, you can save money there. Just make sure you're getting one that is wider than 40 inches and taller than 5 feet. When it comes to mirrors, I would not buy these ones here that have the faux wood frame around them. They are plastic. They just look really fake. You're not fooling anybody. I just wouldn't waste my money on these. Same thing with this gold one. It is plastic. You can tell. I just think there's so many better options in the store with real metal frames. I just think you're going to be a lot happier with that. Like, look at this one. This one I definitely would get if you're looking for something really fancy and ornate. It's really pretty, and this was metal and looked super high-end and super luxurious. Another home decor item I would not buy in HomeGoods is anything from this art section. A lot of this stuff is pretty cheesy, and I just think it's too over the top themed. I think it's a better idea to search for local artists in your area and invest in their art, or even try to DIY your own art. This is a take I have seen from a lot of the high-end designers here on YouTube, and I would say that I have to agree with them. Another item I am going to recommend not to buy at HomeGoods are lamps. And this might just be a today thing. I had bad luck today. I'm going to come back in a couple of weeks and see if I have better luck, but they didn't have any matching lamps, and that's what I needed for my nightstands. And they didn't have any that were really substantial in size, and that's also what I need. These were the only pairs of matching lamps that I found, and while I really liked these Tommy Hilfiger ones, they were $60 a piece, and I didn't love them enough to spend that much. I think I could get something I really like at Target for cheaper than this. So let me know what you guys think. Do you ever find matching lamps here in HomeGoods? Did I just have a bad day? Do I need to try again? A lamp that I would buy though is this floor lamp. It is absolutely stunning. I love the gold scalloped base on it. It looks so elegant, and it has a matching shade that has that scalloping too. It's so on trend, really pretty, but it is $80, which seems a little steep to me. I don't know. I might do some Google searching to see if I can find something similar for cheaper. While we're speaking of searching for items on Google, I think this is a great tip that I want to share with you. If you see something in store like this bar stool and they only have one item, and well, you need two, or maybe this one's damaged and you like the look of it, maybe you think it's a little bit overpriced, something really easy you can do is run a quick search on your picture. The first app I like to use is the Google app. They have this feature on there called Google Lens, and if you have a picture in your phone, you can just upload it into that, and then it's going to search the internet for anything that looks like your picture. Now, you might not find an exact match, but you're gonna find items that look really similar. You can even put different search words in there if you're looking for a specific brand, but it's gonna give you lots of options to choose from and places that you can buy those items. Another option is putting your picture straight into the Amazon app. Now, again, this is only gonna pull up options that are available on Amazon, but it is a good search tool just to compare prices, to see if you're getting a good deal or to see if there's a better option for you out there. All right, let's go back to items I would buy. Baskets from HomeGoods. They always have such a good selection of baskets. These hyacinth ones look very high-end to me. They look designer, and they're very large in size and have a great price. These are great for just decorating under tables, for storage. You can use them in your pantry. I think these are a great deal. Okay, my take on furniture and home goods is probably going to be controversial, but when it comes to items that I would buy side tables here. because they have really beautiful, unique side tables. I love these ones with the stone on top. They all kind of range around $100 to $150, but these are things that I can't make. I can't make something with stone on top of it. I can't DIY something like this, and for this price point, I think it is worth getting those different textures, different materials into your space and just warming it up and making it cozy. Other furniture I would consider buying here are little side tables and end tables like this that are wrapped in that grass cloth look. Again, this is a look that I have seen other people DIY and it seems like a nightmare, so I would never attempt it. So I actually like having the fabric textile on here instead of doing like a faux paint finish like you have seen me do before. Just know when you are buying furniture at HomeGoods, you are not buying super high quality furniture. This is, you know, stuff you're gonna get on Amazon, stuff you're gonna get at IKEA. It's going to work, but it is not built to last. And I'm not saying that by knocking it, because I have HomeGoods furniture in my house. Just know that everything isn't such a great deal, so just definitely do your research, look at the furniture, really inspect it, and see if it's gonna hold up for the purpose that you're wanting to use it for. Personally, I probably wouldn't buy any of this furniture in HomeGoods because I know I can go to the thrift store, find something similar that's made of real wood and paint it and make it over myself. That might not be your case, so it might be a good option to buy something like this if you just want something that has a fun pop of color, or you're like, I can't cane furniture, Christina, then you can buy something like this. For me, you can get furniture like this at a bunch of different places, and I don't think that is the best price. I think you can get some more affordable stuff on Amazon or maybe from IKEA too. But if you see something that you really love that's really unique, go ahead and grab it. Just make sure you're testing it out in the store. You can see this one's already broken, and these drawers would be a nightmare. They just kind of fall out when you open them. So test everything out in the store before you buy it. A furniture item I would buy from HomeGoods though are one of these benches. I love the way that these look at the end of a bed in a bedroom or in an entryway, and I think they had lots of pretty styles, and these were all priced at $150 to $200, which I feel is a really good price. And a lot of them have extra storage in them, which is so helpful to put like blankets or extra clothes or shoes to hide them away. And they're also super functional for people to sit down and put their shoes on. I didn't find the right style and right color for me in my home today, but I'm definitely going to keep my eye out for this section when I come back. Another item I would not buy in HomeGoods are any of these built shelves. They are just not big enough, you guys. These are not to scale to put in your home and look substantial. When you decorate these, I think they're just gonna look really puny. Unless you're working with a really small space with a low ceiling, I would steer clear of these. I think it's gonna be better to hang floating shelves on the wall, or maybe do some type of built-in. As cute as these look, I think you're not gonna be happy with them when you get them home. Another home decor item I would buy at HomeGoods are one of these large rugs. I love that they have these rolled out for you so that you can see the entire pattern, you can see how big they are, you can touch them and feel them. They're not wrapped in plastic, so you can see how it's gonna feel on your feet, if it's gonna pile, if it's gonna shed. They had some really great brands at my store today. This one is Ralph Lauren, and the other two that I really liked were Laloy times Magnolia. Laloy is one of my favorite rug brands. They do a lot of collaborations with designers and influencers. The prices here, I didn't see that much of a price difference from the ones that you can get on Amazon, but it's definitely a bonus to be able to see them in person, because sometimes online the color can just look different and the texture doesn't really pop the way that it does in person. So I think shopping for rugs here is always a good idea. The rugs I would stay away from are the ones that are rolled up and off to the side. These may look really cute and it may be really tempting because these are a lot cheaper than the ones hanging on the wall, but these are too small. They're going to be too small for any space. Just pass over them, trust me. Another thing I would personally skip buying at HomeGoods are upholstered chairs. Now, don't get me wrong, they had some really cute ones, so if you see ones that you really love and have to have, go for it. But at this price point, I would prefer just shopping the upholstered chairs that they have at Walmart. I have one myself, and it's really good and it's cheaper. These chairs are around $250 and they look like similar quality to me, and this gets shipped directly to my house for free. So that's the route that I would go. But again, if you see something that you really love, feel free to grab it. One thing I would scoop up at HomeGoods, if you're lucky enough to see it, is a set of dining chairs. I could not believe that they had 8 of these chairs. I've never seen them have so many matching dining chairs in my life, so I would snatch these up if I were you. The price per chair on these was still pretty high, and they're not real wood, they're some type of composite, but that's probably going to hold up really well. With the color, the shape, and the size of these, I would have snatched them up if I needed them. Another section I would just skip over at HomeGoods is the curtain aisle. They do have a wide array of selections, but most of these are only going to be 96 inches tall. So if you have really high ceilings, these are not going to be large enough for you. You really want your curtains to go all the way to the ceiling to give you a luxurious look. And most of these have that sleeve or grommet application, which just isn't going to look as high end as getting an affordable option from 2 Pages that comes in a pinch pleated option that is going to give you a really custom high-end look, and you can even customize these to any length. So if you're going to put curtains in, I suggest just spending a little bit extra to get a higher end look. As we move into spring and summer, they are going to have a lot more outdoor vessels available, and I found some really great ones at my store. This planter is huge, and you don't have to use these outside. This would look amazing inside with a big faux tree, and I was really impressed with the price of these. They were really high quality. And then these canisters too are so pretty, and I would actually use this inside. And again, it's made out of stone. It's a very heavy, very substantial, looks super high end for just $20. And lastly, another great thing to buy at HomeGoods is seasonal decor. Just look at all the spring and Easter stuff they have out. Seasonal decor is not my jam. I don't really get into decorating except outside of Christmas. But if you are someone who likes to decorate for the holidays, HomeGoods is your place. Thanks for coming along on this shopping trip with me today. Let me know, do you agree or disagree with my buy and do not buy choices? Are there items you love buying at HomeGoods or items you completely steer clear of? I want to know down in the comments what you think. If you like this video, please make sure you subscribe before you leave, give it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in my next video.